Sup guys, it's Joe here, and you join me playing F1 2016 Career Mode, Season 3 and the last season of course, Round 4. This is going to be in Russia. Now, we have just taken a engine upgrade, so that's moved us a little bit closer to Red Bull's pace. I do apologise. Allergies are playing up, so I'm a little bit today in terms of how I sound, but yes, we've had an engine upgrade. We'll be taking another upgrade soon. Mano have also added a couple of upgrades. It's not really helped them, has it? Let's just go to practice one then. Having taken our upgrade, let's hope that this time out we have a less disappointing outing than what we had in China, where we really had a bit of a bad day with a couple of incidents and a few driving errors. Eventually finished 11th, but I'm still confused at what happened at the end of the race, where Hamilton blew up at the end, and somehow he was registered as the winner of the race. Right, we're not going to get anything done in this session, just looking at the weather. So what's the thing? What do we do here? Like, so our best bet is going for P3, and our best bet would be to try and do it in P3. But I want to do one thing now, so I'll try and do the track acclimatization now in this weather, and the hope that we can get one done and go and do the other in P3. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Oh, I haven't driven in the full wet conditions in a while. A nice amount of understeer. I'll be honest, I'm not particularly fond of this circuit in the wet. So let's just discuss the first few races of the season. Then we took the 2 wins in Australia and Bahrain, and we had a bit of a disappointing day in China. And we lost out, well, I wouldn't say big time, but we got 11th. We failed to score any points. And Hamilton took the win despite being 9th before the engine failure, which was really a bit of a weird one there, and yeah, we're not going to be able to do this. We're not going to be able to do this. I'm just drifting everywhere. I'm going to try and get it into P3 then and do it all there. So unfortunately, we're not going to get anything done there at all. Retire from session.
An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top 3.
Oh, that was horrendous driving in that. We get a season participation bonus there. Go to P2. I'm not sure it's going to be any better weather-wise. In fact, it really isn't. Let's see if we can get... Boom, 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 boom. So while the funky music plays, we're just waiting for the track conditions to get a little better. See if we can do our resource points grind towards the end of the session. It's wishful thinking in a little sense, really. I'm loving those simps though, not gonna lie. I feel like I'm watching Hadouken again. What tyres are you sticking me on? Oh, for God's sake! I could have done this on mediums. Oh, for God's sake! What's the point on putting me on these? Right, it looks like we're doing track acclimatization on intermediates now. Though the track is practically dry. Let's hope this goes better than the first attempt. We could be here a while. It's a lot more drivable than the circuit was a minute. No. Return to garage. Wait another few minutes.
At some point before qualifying, acclimatization program complete. It'll help us identify any specific problem areas on the circuit.
Please put me on mediums. There we go. We're not going to have a lot of time to do it now, but let's give it a go. Oh God, the track feels even worse now. Right, so we've had a couple of failed attempts at this already. Hopefully third time's the charm. There we go. I love the fact that DRS point is open in the middle of the corner. So Felipe Nasr now has the fastest time of the session on super soft tyres. Go on, son. Oh, for God's sake! Understeer there. It's not what we needed. King Tokyo says hello. What's up, man? Thank you for joining the stream. I can't see how I understeered that. Not having a good... This has not been a good start, but the race where we didn't have a great start but still won was Bahrain, so I'm remaining optimistic yet. Let's see how that's a corner. Oh, for God's sake! 5 points off!
Remember that chaining good corners together will give you a consistency bonus.
Oh, you know what? I'm leaving it. I actually cannot be bothered. The rage has kicked in. I can't be bothered. I want to just get on with it now. Advance to qualifying.
As all the cars are now over the...
Wow. This is going well. not. So let's go straight into qualifying with the hope that we can get through Q1 and Q2 without too much hassle.
Welcome back to Sochi. We're about to be joining the...
Now this is one of those races where it all kicks off at the first corner, so you don't really want to be in the middle of the field for this one, because there is always a crash at the first corner here. I don't think I've done a Russian Grand Prix where someone hasn't been out at the first corner. I could be wrong. Right. Let's do the flying lap then. Let's get ourselves out of Q1. We really don't seem to be looking that smooth round here. We're a lot more ragged than usual, and we just cannot seem to find a rhythm at the moment. It just all seems a little bit ragged and a little bit inconsistent, I think would be the right word to use. But we have a race to win here, and a championship lead to protect. And after the last outing, it needs protecting. There's so much understeer there. And again, slower than a McLaren Honda. There is no worse pain than being slower than a McLaren Honda. Like I said though, we just haven't found a rhythm round here at all, and this session just does not seem to be any exception to the rule. But I'm hoping in the race we will find that rhythm as we do more consistent laps. Sector 2 is a little more promising, we're a couple of attempts up. It's not about taking the fastest time in this session though. This is just about getting into Q2. Now I probably will vote to start this one on the super soft tyre, as it is a one-stop race, this one, and we have indeed topped the timesheets there. So we have topped the timesheets quite comfortably. Albeit only by a couple of attempts, but that's comfortable for us to get us into Q... Oh no, we haven't topped it for long. So, where does that leave us? Second to a guy that was on soft, super softs. Oh no, softs even. I apologise. So, into Q2, and I'm pretty happy to leave the super softs on. Dear God, this commentary is painful. What is painful? Oh shit, there's 6 minutes to go. What is painful? And also, your username is just as painful as whatever I'm doing, mate, so jog on if you don't like it. Exceeding track limits, I'm not even on a lap. There is 10 seasons in career mode, yes, but I'm choosing to do only 3 of them. Reason being is that F1 2017 is coming out soon, and I'm not going to be able to get 10 seasons worth of live streams done in that time, so I'm going to bow out of F1 2016 career mode after 3 seasons, and go into doing the F1 2017 career mode when that game comes out. There are 10 seasons you can do on this game, but I'm doing 3. And when I do my second career mode on F1 2017, pretty sure that I will. Oh my god, what is going on there? So I will be doing a career mode on F1 2017 and probably be doing more than 3 seasons on it, but I'm just letting this one go at 3 so I can build up the release to the next game. And Kvyat is getting right in my way, so he's gonna have to move. Come on, move, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way! See, this has been a much better lap, aside from having Kvyat blocking me at every turn. Cheers, Danny. This has actually been a semi-decent lap, so let's see where we're going to end up here. 3rd. Okay, that's not as decent as I'd hoped. It's a Red Bull. I thought it was a Red Bull 1-2 on the grid. I didn't actually see who got 2nd there. So, into the final part of qualifying now. And, okay, that's just about appropriate. Let's go out and nail a lap. So we're into Q3 now, final part of qualifying. I've got a bit wide there. Let's start our final qualifying lap, then see where we can end up. Ricciardo currently looking at taking pole, our last championship nemesis. A little bit early on the brakes there. We're 4 thousandths of a second off Ricciardo, so it's very close. Oh, the track extending is so real there. And that was, I don't know what you feel like, but I think I nailed that second sector, despite a few track extending moments. Oh, again, so early on the brakes. We're a 10th up in the second sector though, so we did nail it. So close on pace here, it's unreal. I feel like this one is going to provide me with a bit of a challenge to win. That's what we're targeting, as always. And where are we starting? And we nail that pole position lap! But, will we hold on to it? What is my favourite track? That's a good question, actually.
The grid is all set then.
I'm always competitive around Bahrain. Like, I always feel Bahrain is the track that I get a decent flow at, and I've had competitive races. But I'm going to say Hockenheim is my favourite. Hockenheim and Spa. Purely because everybody loves Spa, and it is such a fantastic circuit to race around. I quite like this one. It doesn't actually produce great races IRL though, but driving round it is a lot of fun. So I've drawn the rivalry with Vettel. And it's time to do the race.
Good afternoon from
So here we
Sochi,
go,
as we
round
prepare to
4
get underway for
of the third
let's
season
remind
on my
ourselves
career
of
mode.
yesterday's qualifying.
We are starting on what I think is pole. So our race strategy is, as always, to go with that. Let's get ready for the start. I can actually see the red lights there. I don't need the graphic at the screen. Lights out and away we go at Russia, and those lights were held for an eternity there. Ricardo did not get a good start at all. Someone's coming round my outside. I think it's Vettel. Oh my god, I'm being sandwiched. I am being sandwiched, and there was no incident at the first corner. Oh, I've gone completely wide there. But there's an incident there. What happened there? That is the first time I've seen there be a race there where there wasn't a massive collision at the first corner. Fucking hell, we were 4 abreast there. I did not see that. Oh, that's a Red Bull that's gone round. But he's saved that. He lives to fight another day. It would be Ricardo that went round, but it's a Ferrari 1-2 currently. Myself and Vettel leading it. Oh, come on, Joe. And that was the start we needed. We needed to get off the line well, without too many issues. We've done that. But now we've got a race to focus on. So as per usual round here, the obligatory incident has happened. Well, it wasn't at the first corner, it was at the second, I'd like to say. But anyway, we are leading the race, coming up to end the first lap. I don't think this is going to be quite a walk in the park though, because Vettel is still within a couple of seconds of me. But we got the right start there. That is how you start a race. Although going in turn 3 we were 4 abreast and I didn't actually realise that. I'm so glad that I missed my braking spot and just went a bit wide. Otherwise I don't think I'd have still been in the race. Right, lap 1 completed. I'm leading Vettel by 1.3 seconds, so we're not exactly getting away from our Ferrari teammate. If anything, he is awaiting a fight with us. Verstappen currently in 3rd. So now we just need to try and drive as smooth as possible. After the race we had in China, a win wouldn't go down badly at all. But we're only on the 2nd lap. There's 26 of these laps to go. It's a long race. And up to end lap 2 now. And anyone who isn't in a Ferrari is kind of being left for dead at the moment. So us Ferrari boys are really thrashing them out there at the moment. But it is only lap 2. I've known races that I've done around here that I've led this early on. And then at the end of the race, I've finished something like 14th. So by no means is the race over. 2.6 seconds to Vettel now. So we're starting to build the lead. Lucky we are that we didn't get a warning for that. We've got a bollard on our car. I'll just discard that. Well, I'm very sorry that we're not seeing a lot of racing action at the moment, but it's kind of being one of those races where I'm just so far dominating. Long way to go, of course. Hard on the brakes. That is a weird line round there, Joe. I'm not sure what you were quite thinking with that one. Alright guys, if you want to ask me any questions or get involved in the chat, please do. Baku is obviously this weekend. We got qualifying taking place today and the race taking place tomorrow. What are your bets, people? Me, myself and I want to know. Let's get some chat going here. Verstappen obviously topping P1 and P2 yesterday. I haven't seen P3 yet. Oh my god, that is a very weird line to take round there. Who do I think will win Baku? I want to say Vettel, because after Canada, I feel like he'll be motivated to get back on track and get his championship back on track. He didn't have a great race in Canada, obviously, and I feel like he will be more motivated to do well. Hamilton hasn't really impressed me in practice so far. So I'm going to say Vettel, but I'm surprised at how close Red Bull are this weekend. So I feel like we could see a couple of surprises from them. So I'm going to say Vettel, but I'm not going to discount Red Bull yet. Hamilton hasn't really impressed me so far. Bottas has been there or thereabouts, so he'll have a good chance. But I want to see what Red Bull have got here, because all of a sudden they seem to have found pace out of nowhere. Unless the other teams are sandbagging, which could, in all fairness, be what is going on. But I want to see what Red Bull can do here. I'm quite excited for that. Oh, that is not how you take that corner. So all I'm saying is, don't discount Red Bull. How about Raikkonen? Raikkonen could do it as well. I would like to see Raikkonen get one more race win before he retires from Formula 1. I would like to see Kimi Raikkonen take one final race win. I feel like he would deserve to, and it would be a great way to end his career, as he has had a great career in F1, and you know, even winning with Renault a couple of times when the car wasn't anywhere near the fastest car. He's one of those drivers that on his day is brilliant, but you just got to get him on his day first. I would say he's probably the luckiest champion we have, because Hamilton was leading in 2007, I think it was, the year Raikkonen won, but made a mistake in China in the pits, which is what I feel cost him the championship. Not so much the problems in Brazil, but more the fact that he binned it on his way into the pits in China. But I would love to see him take one last win. And I feel like his best bet is probably Spa for that. Because he's won that race a few times. Oh, that's our first mistake there. What is my favourite team? Mate, look where I'm driving. That'll give you a clue. Ferrari. Right, I need to stop making these mistakes. I think Vettel is getting that a little bit closer to me now. I obviously don't want to really be racing him. So we just keep pushing a bit here. Oh, Verstappen's now in second. What's happened to Vettel? When did Verstappen move up to second? And why is Verstappen not showing on the map? Ah, Force India, also known as the Pink Panther. Right, Verstappen is now up to second. I can't see him on the map, and he's catching me again at 7/10 of the lap. It's going to be a repeat of Bahrain, this. When did Verstappen get through? It has inspired us to just get a bit of a move on now. There you go, purple first sector. Oh, that was painful round there. Yeah, Force India have got a very good lineup of drivers this year. Because they've got Perez and Ocon, and I'm really enjoying watching Ocon. In my opinion, he's the rookie driver of the year so far. He's really showing a maturity beyond his years with how he races. He makes the rare mistake. Obviously, Canada was the one he made, but other than that, he's fast. He rarely makes mistakes. He's got the right qualities, and with a bit of experience, he could be brilliant. Rosberg's got an issue with his car, so that's some useless information I don't need. 4.4 seconds, Verstappen is flying. No doubt about it, he is going to catch me very, very soon. Hamilton's just at the fastest lap of the race. Oh, I had to back out of the throttle there. So Verstappen is really catching me now. That's not what I wanted. 4.1 seconds, so he's taken 3/10 in that 1 sector alone. That Red Bull is mighty. I wonder how bad Rosberg's issues are impounding him. Not that that's an important part of the race. Verstappen is royally hounding me down. .8, so he is taking about 3/10 per sector. Where has he found that from? So it looks like we might still be in for a bit of a close race yet. I don't know how much of that is my tyres going off. Vettel's pitting. That's a surprising twist there. It's very early for a one stop. That's very early for a one stop. So I've got to assume then that Vettel is 2-stopping, Verstappen and me and Verstappen aren't. That's a very strange call there. Next season they need to take out Palmer for Giovinazzi. I would agree to that actually. He showed some great qualities when he did that race in Melbourne. Obviously not so much China, but every rookie makes mistakes and Verstappen is really closing me down here. So why did they pit so early? What do they know that we don't? I mean, this is traditionally a one-stop race. I'm just going to carry on. What does Verstappen do? Right, so Verstappen's pitted. So I just wonder if some of these are two-stopping. Strange call to make if they are. Unboxing on lap 12. Thing is, Verstappen will now have some of the pack to navigate, and hopefully that will hold him back enough while I'm out there just driving to my own strategy. Oh, that nice little splutter there. Laps 10 to 15, so my window would be like, yeah, lap 12 to pit for my one and only stop onto the stop tyre. Joe, what are you doing with your brakes, man? I just wonder, will we have some racing to do? No, I don't need to pit in this lap. Hamilton's catching me quite quickly too, so obviously these tyres are well past their best. We're going to carry on for a couple of laps. Oh, come on, Carl! Hulkenberg's moved up to third now. So is there some kind of battle going on for third?
We shouldn't see any rain if a storm front does appear, right, you know.
We shouldn't see any rain, that's good. Don't want any of that wet stuff. Do I think Harry Anto should be back in F1? I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure.
Okay, distance to teammate, 23.0 seconds.
23 seconds to teammate. I'm pretty sure he's pitting again. I'd be very surprised if they go to the end of the race from where they pitted from. So Hamilton must be putting quite a bit later in the race because he's on soft tyres, so he's obviously going a little bit further, and we've lost so much time to him. So I'm thinking, yeah, we got a pit, and maybe we've pulled this horrifically wrong. He's just taken a second and a half out of us. And I think we've called this wrong, but if the others are two stopping, then we're going to have an advantage there. So, well, we may have just made the biggest blunder with our strategy yet. Oh, just got no grip turning in anymore. It's understeering like a motherfucker. So this is the lap we're pitting. And I feel like we might just lose out to Verstappen here. And possibly Vettel. But if they're pitting again, then it's nothing to worry about. But if they're not, then we've royally messed up our race.
In this lap, remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it.
So pitting in this lap. Hamilton's just gaining on us like a second a sector now. So we've really lost time and pace here.
We think there's a viable strategy change available.
Jeff, I know, I'm pitting!
Try the new one.
Right, here we go then, into the pits. New set of rubber. And off we go. Oh, this pit lane feels too long. And we have lost out to Verstappen there. We've really lost out. And that is the effect of the undercut right there. So we need to now get back off to Verstappen if we got the pace to do it. If not, that might have just gifted him the race win. If he's not two stopping, that is. Lap 9 is very early for a one stop. Our tyres will be newer. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we got the pace. I don't think we will have. Oh, flag on there. Ah, oh, come on, car. Trying to catch up with Verstappen quickly, but I don't think we're going to have the pace to do it. Have we just thrown away this race win by staying out there? Oh, no, 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 no! The car is not going to turn in there. That's damage. And that's even more damage. We have to pit again. And that is our race over, as far as I'm concerned. That was silly. And 0 to 0 moment right there. Massive damage. Our race is over. Let's get back into the pits. And that has effectively ended my race right there. Rage is real right now. The rage is real. I don't know why I went for that move. So now we're back out there. We're racing Rosberg for 21st. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. We've really fallen far in this race. And it's got to be said now, I think that is our chance of points gone. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go off headset for a couple of laps. I'm really too ragey to commentate.
gap to our teammate is 28.9 seconds. To the car behind is 3.0 seconds.
Right, let's try and fight back for what we can. We are currently in P18. And that Renault's just gone into the pits. I'm not quite clear why he pitted. But now we're on a bit of a fight back mission. Kvyat is next, 4.5 seconds down the road. I think he's a little... We're still on the road for points. That's what I'm going to target. Trying just to bring home some points. Limit the damage. Sainz is trying to come back at me. I'm not having any of that. And now it's just a matter of how many of these started on softs that we can jump. If anyone, really. What's Kvyat's times like? How quick can we catch him? Not that quick, came the stern reply. But there is quite a gaggle of cars that is in his vicinity, so let's keep pushing. This is what I was saying earlier. I might have been dominating the race early on, but now it's a completely different story. Verstappen is the race leader. We're 30 seconds away from him. Oh my god! We can't shake off Sainz. What is going on? Yellow flag in sector 1. What's going on there? Rosberg's speeding up. That doesn't answer my question as to what's going on in sector 1. We're really not catching Kvyat all that quickly. And that's with new tyres. Let's knock this up to rich mix. Like I said, there's a couple of groups of cars there. Oh! I hate getting that corner wrong because you just lose an endless amount of time there. This is what I was saying. We just haven't had that smooth rhythm all through this particular meeting here. It's just been ragged as anything. God's sake, stop going wide. Right, there's a group of 4 cars there. We're losing a second a lap to Verstappen. That is massive pace that he's had. Teammate is in the pit, so Vettel's pitting again. That proves my theory that he's 2-stopping this one.
Sebastian has just entered the pits.
There's quite a few cars in the pits there, so there's quite a few 2-stoppers here. May that save my bacon in my quest for getting just a few points. set a fastest last sector out of anybody. Nip past Hulkenberg. Yellow flag in the session. Verstappen's out of the race. Lel. Safety car. The words I've longed to see. Safety car. I love the fucking safety car. SAFETYCAR. It's the safety car. Oh, I'm pitting in for super softs. Oh, I'm so happy!
Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
Right, I'm boxing this lap for super softs. Oh, fuck you and your delta. And it is literally just going to be a sprint and charge. So if everyone's following a delta, I won't lose too many positions. I'll be right behind Vettel, I think, or in front of him. This is going to be close. That's Magnussen. Well, I'm in 17th. I'm on a fresh set of super softs, so we're going to have a massive charge at the end now.
You're 2 places behind, Sebastian.
We're going to see a Ferrari resurgence right here. Verstappen is out of the race, which is very unfortunate for him. I'm so happy the safety car came out. That brings me ridiculous amounts of happiness. Because other than that, my race was going down the shitter. As was my teammate Vettel, who decided a 2-stop was the way to go. But now he's in 15th. He's also on the same tyres as me, the super softs. So we're going to see a bit of a Ferrari resurgence now, where we both just fight our way through the pack. I'm tempted just to follow him through, really. But first, I've got to navigate K-Mag. But suddenly, this race has come straight back to me. I'm going to try and salvage whatever I can. So for all the people that have just joined, welcome to my stream. This race started off as a dominant performance from myself, but then I made a mistake and took front wing damage, so I had to pit again, and now the safety car's come out. I've pit one more time to take on the super soft tyres that I'm going to go to the end at, and it's going to be a bit of a sprint for the finish, so I'm kind of hoping to just take a few more positions before the end. There's Vettel there in 15th. So the safety car could have saved my day here if I get this restart right. I'm staying back though, because all too many times I've had it happen where... Please have a clean drive. Mate, I'm trying to have a clean drive. It's all kind of gone wrong though. Right, is the safety car in this lap? I don't think it will be. This is the annoying bit now though. I don't want the safety car to be out too long. I want to get on with it. We've got one more lap, I think, and it'll be in at the end of the lap. So we're going to have 6 laps, really, have a bit of a sprint, have a bit of fun, try and pass as many as possible. If I can get into the top 10, that'll be great. I'll just target getting into the top 10, I think. Ricciardo, who was last season's champion, is now leading the race. And I think he's poised to take the race win. Okay, one more lap under the safety car. And then after that, it'll be pitting in. I'm pretty sure it'll be in this lap. And then we'll be able to resume racing. Staying back from Magnussen in case he decides to brake test me. You and the AI have done that to me. It really pisses me off when they do that because I just slam straight into the back of them. Right, I'm ready to race. Safety car in this lap. How much fuel have we saved? We've saved plenty. I've got more fuel than I need. Right, let's see if I can mug off Verstappen Magnussen even early on. So I'm going to kind of try and stay within range. They're not quite up to speed yet, are they? And now we're up to speed, and we're going to take a little bit of a dive. Come on, Magnussen! Everybody just stopping at the last minute. We've got him done. We've got him done, though. We've got him done. Button is slowing down. That might cause a bit of a chain reaction in the pack. We are racing again with 6 laps to go in Sochi, and 2 Ferraris that need to make a bit of a comeback. Oh my goodness me, that looked too close to being an incident there. And Vettel's having a look at somebody. I'm staying well out of this one. Button's holding the pack up. Oh, the frustration is real. We're being held up quite badly by Button. Round the outs. Oh. Okay, we should have jumped 2 of. We've jumped 2 of them there. That's our teammate jumped and Hulkenberg jumped. Next up is Sainz. Oh, the track extending is so real there. Everybody is being held back by Button though, who has got a problem with his car. We're going to take a look up the inside of Sainz here. That's a bit of a brave move, but we've done it. Okay, good. Boom. Next is Kvyat. And that is how we're going to do this. We're just going to pick them off if we can. Kvyat has not had a good exit there. Oh my god, I'm going to get boxed in if I do that. Oh, I can't pass. Now I can do it. Oh, Kvyat makes contact. He's gone off. I had to hesitate there before passing because of the yellow flags. I've made contact with Kvyat. Now Button is in my way. And we're going to pass it. Oh, Jensen, what are you doing, mate? Right, Button is done. Dispatched. Boom, next, Gutierrez. And Gutierrez now is what stands between us and a World Championship point. So, let's get him. Let's drill this Mexican. That sounds a bit gay. Gutierrez is next, and we're going to do the same overtake that we just did. Round the outside here, and then through the inside for the next corner. Gutierrez there. He tries to challenge us, but eventually just gives in and accepts his fate. Right, who's next? As we go wide there, Bottas is next. We are rich mixing this to the end. We've got 5 laps to go. We are now looking at a World Championship point. That's good, but you know what's better than 1 World Championship point? And that is 2 World Championship points. So hopefully, in theory, they shouldn't be too hard to catch. And in fact, they are getting a little bigger in front of us. Hamilton sets the fastest lap of the race. Hamilton is now flying.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now...
And again, we set the fastest last sector of the race. Now we have DRS coming into it. And I can see that Williams getting bigger and bigger.
Engine is showing small signs of wear.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't particularly want to hear what my engine is doing right now. What I want to hear is encouraging. Oh, we got a bit of a gaggle here now. Right, don't try the overtake unless you're sure it'll work. This is where I made my mistake last time. Right, great. Oh, nah, not quite. But we're right up to this group now. They're going to start holding me up before too long. Right, exit out of here. And then we can try and maybe have a look at Bottas up the inside. No. Thinking better of that one. 3 laps to go. Right on his slipstream now. Vettel is right with me. He just nailed out the fastest lap of the race. If I needed inspiration to get a move on, there it is. Right, Bottas is next. Out of the way. There we go. Bottas is dealt with. Next is Nasser. And he's got Grosjean and Massa ahead of him. So we got a good... If we can get P6, that'll be a job well done. How many of these are we going to be able to pick up? Oh, we're going to have Nasser here. Look at that. Look how close we are. We can have him here. And, well, he really makes that easy for me. It's like he couldn't even be bothered to try there. Right, next is Grosjean. Now, the annoying thing here is everybody will have DRS. I think we can get him here, surely. I think we can get him. Yeah, we can get him. Grosjean's not making this one easy. He's got space on the left if he elects to use it, which he doesn't. Right, P7. Next is Massa. And Perez, Ericsson and Perez, Ericsson and Massa then, all the next cars. Can we get all of them? Can we even salvage P4 from a race that royally went to hell? I'm loving the second half of this race. What started out as a dominant performance has been one of my most fun fightbacks I've ever done. I'm not going to get Massa here, that would just be suicide to try there. Exceeding track limits, right, I can't do that again. Right, so I'm going to do my traditional round the outside. Oh my... Massa suddenly backing out there. That is a very strange braking spot. Right, Ericsson and Perez are next, and these should be quite takeable. So as long as we don't do anything silly, we should have these two. Track extending again becoming very real. I'll tell you what though. We're going to manage Ericsson here? No. Let's make it all about this corner. DRS is open. I swear I've spent most of my time on this DRS. Ericsson, I don't think that's going to be a... Oh my goodness me. No, back out, back out. I would have just got boxed in horribly there. Ericsson is feeling the frustration right now. Oh, and he's left himself vulnerable there. And I'll just take 5th place. Thank you very much. And goodbye. Right. Perez is next on the last lap. Are we going to manage to take Perez on the last lap and still back 4th place after everything we've been through this race? What a comeback this has been. And this is going to go up right to the flag, and no doubt about it. Perez is next. He's going to have no DRS. We're going to have full DRS. We're not quite close enough yet. He doesn't do a massive with the brake. Oh! That was painful. Perez getting away from us a bit now. I'm pretty confident we can still take this Mexican. It's going to come down to, I think, the DRS point. Here we go then. We're going to have the DRS. Let's get in his slipstream now. Can we get this move done? Oh, the slipstream is real. Up the inside, and you know what? Well, up the inside of that left kink, and we managed to grab that 4th place. I would say who's next. It's Alonso, so we have been beaten by McLaren in this race. That is bad. But to come back after all that and grab 4th, I feel pretty happy with that comeback. Daniel Ricciardo takes the win, but after everything, we still grab 4th. Well, don't look too enthusiastic, will ya?
So another fantastic.
So Daniel Ricciardo takes the win.
And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what? So here come our winning drivers today, and what a race it was. There's been a big push at the factory lately to get these cars ready, and we can see the fruits of that labour today as Red Bull lift the winner's trophy. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader.
Poor result?
Driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Well, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. He was fast, decisive, everything
Poor
you want from a
result.
top-class driver.
And now
Well,
let's take a
we
look at the
still have a
constructors' standings.
10-point lead in the
Ferrari
championship,
extend their lead
but
at the top of
Hamilton
the
is
championship.
emerging as a new
Another team that
threat,
excelled today
despite
was
finishing
Williams,
9th in
who
China
made
and
further
somehow
progress up the table.
grabbing the
Well,
win.
what a
That's something I
weekend that
didn't
has been.
really
Please join us next
understand
time
how
for
that
another
happened.
thrilling
But we still
instalment
keep the
of
lead
this
of the
Formula
Drivers'
One
Championship
season.
by 10 points, and we're still in the lead of the Constructors, so overall ending a bit more positive than we could have hoped earlier in the race. But had I not taken any stupid risks, I feel like that could have been my race. But live and learn. Live and learn. Anyway, thank you so much to everyone who watched, and until the next time, it is goodbye from me. Cheerio!